Hey guys, what's going on? This is Andrew here today, and we're doing a pickups haul video for the month of January. So I already kind of did a video showing some of the stuff I got last month, but I figured since I got so much compared to usual, that I would kind of split it into two videos. One video, which was the video previous to this one, and one video that I'm doing right now. So I already kind of showed off some of my Game Boy Color GBA games that I got. Now I'm going to be showing off mainly some 360 and GameCube games that I got. So without further ado, let's go right into it right now. So every one of these games I'm showcasing in this video were bought with my discount through GameStop for both my pro membership and my employee discount, plus the extra Pro Week sales that were going on where all the pre-owned games were 10% off. So first one is going to be The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube, complete in box. So the initial GameCube box they gave me was a little messed up, but I had some extra GameCube boxes lying around because there were a lot of games I sold when I was a kid that were out of the box that were in this little CD case that I sold to a retro game store, but I still had a lot of their covers lying around that I found years later, so I ended up just replacing the case and basically just making this all complete in box. So I've got all the manuals and contents and everything, and I really didn't know what the collector's edition of The Legend of Zelda was for GameCube. I just knew it was a pretty big collector's item to get for the thing, but from what I saw, it looks like they have The Legend of Zelda, Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Ocarina of Time, and Majora's Mask in here, plus the Wind Waker demo, which is super cool that they included that, all that stuff in here. So I'm definitely going to be playing this soon because I really want to play through some of the older Zelda games I never got a chance to when I was a kid, and now that I have this right here, it's a perfect opportunity for me to go and do so. Next up, we got another GameCube game, which also happens to be a Zelda title, and that is The Legend of Zelda Four Swords Adventures, which I didn't really know much about. I didn't know really anything about it when I went to look into the game, so I don't really have much to say for this one other than I'm going to be giving it a shot soon. I also replaced the case for this one because the one that they gave me was in rough shape, but the cover art was fully intact, no weird things about it. Only thing was, it wasn't complete in the box, unfortunately, but we did have the disc in pretty nice shape, so at least I know that the game is going to be working when I play it. And right now, I don't have my actual GameCube with me, but I do have my Wii to play my GameCube games. Plus, if I wanted to, I can play them on Dolphin as well, if I felt like playing it on an emulator or something for higher resolutions and all that stuff. Lastly, for the GameCube games, funny enough, another Zelda title. This is the Zelda Ocarina of Time 2-game bonus disc that also came with the Master Quest. So I guess I technically got 2 copies of Ocarina of Time for the GameCube because I had one in the collector's edition. But this is one that I've been wanting to add to my collection for a really long time since I love Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, and I just never really went back to play Ocarina of Time on the older consoles. I have played a little bit of it on Switch Online, and I did play a little bit of Ocarina of Time on the 3DS as well, but I figured I would get this since I want to play it on the GameCube, and I know this is pretty collectible and hard to find, so considering I only got this for about 40 bucks, I think it was a complete steal. Plus, I even had the manual with it and everything, so this is complete in box. I will say the cover art is a little bit iffy here and there. There's some white smudges like up here and stuff down there. But the same can be said about the cover art for the collector's edition of Legend of Zelda, because GameStop used to put the little stickers for the pre-owned tags on the side of the cover art instead of putting them on the back of the case like they do nowadays, which is very annoying, but still, I'm happy to have these games in my collection regardless. Let's look at some more games. So I didn't actually buy this game. This was something that we couldn't take in from a customer at GameStop, and he literally just looked at me and said, "Hey, do you want it?" And I said, "Sure." So we got Defiance for the Xbox 360. I know absolutely nothing about this game, but unfortunately it says online only, and I'm pretty sure the servers for this are probably down, probably hence why we didn't end up taking it at GameStop. I don't know that for a fact though, so I could be completely wrong and just be talking out of my ass right now. But seriously, I don't know anything about this game other than the fact that, well, it says online only on there, so who knows? I might try to give it a shot at some point, although I don't think this is part of the backwards compatibility list on Series X, and I don't have my current Xbox 360 with me. I only have my RGH Xbox 360, so I would have to bring my Xbox 360 from New York back here whenever I fly back up to go and do that, because I'm living in Florida now. I've mentioned that a few times, but this is Defiance. This is right here. I'm going to put this game to the side for now. So next up, I have 2 games that I got recommended to by a coworker who is a super big fan of the Viva Pinata series, and I hadn't even really known anything about the franchise, so I figured it'd be something for me to look at since my coworker was pretty enthusiastic about it, and I wanted something new to play. So I figured I would not only get the original Viva Pinata, but I would also get Trouble in Paradise. Funny enough, after I bought these games, though, I found out that they were on Game Pass. I didn't actually need to buy them at all, but regardless, I do like collecting physical games, and these were cheap enough for me to just pick up using my $5 coupons to bring them down in price. So they're both made by Rare. I'm pretty sure these were a part of the Rare replay as well. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure they are. But regardless, I know they're on Game Pass, so I'm not actually going to be using the discs to play the game. I'm going to be playing the games on my Series X through Game Pass, but I have the games in my collection now. I'm definitely going to throw these on my shelf, and I'm starting to expand my 360 collection once again. Over here, we have another Xbox 360 game. Honestly, the rest of these games are going to be Xbox 360 games, but I finally completed my Dead Space collection. So I had Dead Space 1, I had Dead Space 3 for 360, and I have the Dead Space remake on Series X and PS5, but I never actually ended up getting Dead Space 2 for Xbox 360. So I ended up picking this up while I was there, and I'm pretty sure I ended up getting this for free from GameStop with my $5 coupon. Like I've mentioned before, I have multiple active Pro memberships. I still have active for the memberships, so I'm using those coupons every single month to get me some games for Xbox 360, PS3, some retro stuff, Xbox One, PS4, all that kind of stuff with it. So I've been doing that and getting a lot of games like this, but now I've completely completed my Dead Space collection for now. Last but not least, I have another game that I've been recommended to by a ton of people telling me that the game was supposed to be really good. So I know nothing about the franchise. I know I have some of these games through Xbox Gold because at some point they gave it to me for free with Xbox Live. But right now, we're going to be showing off Darksiders for the Xbox 360. So like I said, I really don't know anything about this franchise, but I know there are a ton of people that love these games. So I figured while it was cheap enough, I would just go and pick up the game with one of my $5 coupons like usual, and this could be a franchise I can potentially get myself into. I've been noticing that as I've been working at GameStop, there's a lot of different people playing a lot of different games, and I'm noticing there are really a lot of big franchises that I have actually missed. So I feel like this is one of them, and this is one I definitely want to give a shot, and there's plenty of more that I want to get into as well that my coworkers are constantly talking about. I'm always getting people asking me for recommendations, and then I'll have my boss list off all these games I've never heard of. And honestly, I think I should keep trying to expand and try to play these rather than just adding them to my collection, actually give them all a shot, because I'm really getting back into playing games again. The only issue is I'm running out of time to play them since honestly I've been doing school and work, and that can take up a lot of my time, taking away the time for me being able to play these games. But that pretty much goes for everything here. I got all my games here, and I'm going to be playing some of them, but it's true that I just don't have nearly as much time as I used to when I was a kid playing through all these games. So playing through them as an adult, especially playing new titles, can be a lot difficult rather than going to something familiar and basically just playing that start to finish. Just for example, something like The Last of Us Part 2 after I played Part 1 as a kid, and then going to something like Alan Wake when I've never played Alan Wake before. So yeah, that's kind of similar to what's going on with the rest of these games. I'm going to be trying to play more games that my coworkers are recommending and trying to venture into some games I've never played before, because I really want to expand my horizon on these, especially since I want to be a game developer when I grow up, which is what I'm going to school for. So thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you all in the next one.